We see it all in black and white and painted all so reasonably. I sit and wonder what we seem to know, how we're sure it all works out. You'll make the sauce, I'll make the dough. Soon we'll see what it's about. I sit and wonder. I sit and wonder. I sit and wonder. I sit and wonder.
Hi all, I'm Tony. This is SV Tapatya. We're building and cruising sailboat, 32-foot cruising sailboat. If you like these videos, hit that old subscribe button, will you? It's a great way to support what we do here and get us out to a wider audience maybe. This week, well last week I said we'd be doing wiring this week, and I've certainly done some wiring this week. It's not very warm, by the way, you may notice. First thing I did was got some of these very nice brass reading lights. They're sold as, but they're very nice brass light. Looks like that. Got them up in the saloon area, 2 of those. LED light bulbs, it's a very low draw. Nice. I've got 2 more of these for the galley. And got either side of the galley. And one other thing I've picked up this week is one of these LED light strips. Let me just open it up. LED light strips is in a coil under there. And the plan is to get a couple of shelves in here. I did in fact start on them this week, but I had an issue with my planer thicknesser, a blunt blade basically. The idea is to get 2 shelves in here and have this LED light under the shelves. And it's a bit of an experiment, I must admit, but if it works out, and I hope it will, I shall also get 1 or 2 of these in the engine room, I think, for engine room lighting. Norman's been joking with me for a while about LED light strips and decorative lighting in the engine room, but I might well go with that. Looks very nice. Like the look of it, we'll see how it works. Yeah, it's getting quite nice, isn't it? We've got some new blades for the planer thicknesser. I was planing up some Doug fir in the week and to make the shelves for the galley, and it was quite clear that we needed some new blades. So they've just arrived, chrome vanadium steel blades. Feel a lot sharper than the one I took out, so hopefully they're going to fit. So I bring it down a little bit, please. 2, 3, 4, down a bit. So that's got to go in then, hasn't it? better. Just give it another twiddle, I think. Another half a turn, I think. Like that. Let's try that. That's just clearing, just clearing. Yeah, could probably come up a fraction. Come up a quarter of a turn then. Let's try that. Just rubbing. Yeah, like that. Let's try that again. Yeah. That side's clearing. That side's not clearing. So, this one needs to come up. Could be good. Buttoning that up. Yeah, like that. Oh, come on. Oh. Hey. Oh. That's perfect. So's that. Lovely. Yeah, lovely, much better. This really is a great little plane, the thickness of it. The only issue you've got with these things is because the bed is so short that you do get a bit of a planer mark when the board leaves. They'll never get it completely flat, although I have to say with the new blades it's pretty good. But all that means is you need to work on a board that's a bit longer, and then you can trim that end off. But that's, with the new blades, planing very nicely. That's an improvement. One of the bigger things I've done this week was make up this stainless fitting on the forward end of the engine bed that bolts the engine bed to the number 9 bulkhead here, and also to the longitudinals. Good and firm, solid. I was never happy with the idea of simply glassing the engine bed in. I've said it before. So it was always the intention to have a good solid bracket fore and aft on the engine bed, mechanical fixing, and that's come out really well. Pleased with that. So that one is going to go on there like that. Let's just say a few words about this arc welder, or stick welder. Just seen me using it. So it's basically a Gouda GE145 stick welder, arc welder. Goes up to 145 amps, purely DC. So it's, you know, a very basic bit of kit. I've had it for years. Works fine. It's nothing special. I'm entirely happy with it. It does everything I need. I guess you can say that the rod holder is not the best, but it's easy enough to replace. On the other hand, it works, and the earth clamp as well. You know, if you really wanted quality, you'd replace them, I think. But they work. I've still got the originals on, and it works fine for me. The trick, I think, for using, you know, basic kit is to not use basic electrodes. You need to spend some money on some good electrodes. And for stainless, I'm using these Hyundai stainless electrodes. I just bought a box, got them on Amazon, box of these. They're very good, really like them. They flow beautifully, so I'm getting some of the best welds of my life out with those Hyundai electrodes. The only issue I have with them is that the flux doesn't melt off quite as fast as the metal in the middle, so when I stop I always need to trim the flux back a little bit before I start again, before I strike a new arc. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening. Maybe some great welders out there amongst you will tell me why that's happening, but for me, so far, it's not been an issue. So I say I just use a pair of side cutters, trim the flux back a little bit, and away you go. And the metal is flowing beautifully. I'm getting some very, very pleasing welds out of it. So, basic kit, good electrodes. And as I say, it's something I've learnt along the way is that the cheap hardware store electrodes are, you know, it's rubbish. Forget it. Buy yourself good electrodes. Makes a hell of a difference. There's the engine panel. Got the Volvo panel fitted in my engine panel. Obviously got it glossed. Finally, it's so cold that every time I paint something I have to take it indoors, but luckily this is a handy size, so no issue. But got the Volvo panel fitted in there, use some of that butyl tape stuff underneath it. It's gone in there, sealed, looking good. It's just waiting for me to cut a hole in the forward side of the cockpit and get it in place. Now Kerry's been doing a bit of metalwork, and he bought himself a scooter last autumn, and it's a very cool looking scooter. It's a Piaggio Zip Fast Rider. Nice looking scooter, 50cc, you know. But one of the very cool things about these is that they've got a single side front fork, just one down tube. Looks really cool. Problem he's got is that it doesn't have a front mud guard, and the front mud guard for that single leg front fork is tricky to get, and the double leg front fork one doesn't fit, and they're very easy to get. So he's got a double leg one, and he's making himself up a bracket to fit the double leg front mud guard onto the single leg to adapt it. And I only had a bit of stainless for him, but so I gave him a bit of stainless, and he's cut that out to shape. Just hold it up there to the camera. Looks very nice. Drilled a couple of holes through it. Forwards and backwards.
It makes a weird noise.
Yeah.
Don't like that noise.
No, it's stainless. Normal steel don't do that. Stainless hard old stuff. Just edge your way through there. Keep going. That's it, you're doing well. Oh, you broke it. Yeah, so he's cutting these 6mm M6 threads in there, and you know, he's cutting it in stainless, and unsurprisingly he broke the tap, so I've had to order a new one because I only had the one M6. But anyhow, it's coming out very well, isn't it? What I wanted to say was I bought one of these discs. It's called a CSD disc. The D is probably disc, so I'm probably doubling there. But I've seen them, but I've never used one before. And I thought I saw one in the local hardware store, so I thought I'd get one and give it a go. And so I took the opportunity to apply it to his bit of stainless there. And as you can tell, it cleans it up very nicely. It's not a finished polish, but it's very, very clean. What it really does well is that all the edges are perfectly rounded off. Put it on the edges, it smooths them off beautifully. There's not a hint of any sharpness there. So, CSD discs on the angle grinder, I really recommend. Very good, most impressed. And that guys, is it for this week. Thank you for watching. Give us your thumbs up, or please hit that subscribe button. Try and help us get out to a wider audience. And we're plugging on. See you next time. Bye.
And on the day she was kissed by the sun, head thrown back, taking it in, a new day has begun. Still going steady, she was stopped by no one. Determined strides as the day got bright.